Hey everyone, welcome back to Python DevOps. In this video, we are covering Terraform data types, and I am going to keep it short and focused because we are covering this for one reason. Loops are coming next, and loops need you to understand types. So let's get into it. So what we are going to cover? We have four things. First one is primitive type, which is string, number, bool. Second one is collection type, which is list, set, map. Third one is structural type, which is object and tuple. And last one, that is type constant, that is any. When to use and when not to. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which type to use and why. So let's start from the primitive type. So we have a three kind of primitive type in Terraform. First one is string. String basically text. You can pass the region name, ARN, environment name, all are string. So how you define variable? Then you can give the variable name, then type will be string here. You have to use the keyword string. Then you can give some default value in the double quote. Next is number. Any numeric value like instance count, port number, disk size, you can use as a number data type. So how you define? You can give the variable, then instance count, then you have to give the type equal number and give the default value without any double quote like in case of string. Next is bool. So bool are the true or false. Basically it's a feature flag. You can enable or disable some toggles. So I have given the example like you can define the bool, give the variable like you want to enable the DNS, then give the type equal bool and give some default value, the either true or false. So that's it in the primitive type. Let's go on the collection type. So collection type, this is where it get interesting, and this is what loops actually use. Three collection type: list, set and map. So let's start from the list. So order, indexed, think of it like an array. You can access element by position, where dot, and give the variable name, and then you can give the indexing like I have given the example below. Next is collection type. This is where it gets interesting, and this is what loops actually use. So three collection types. First one is list, second is set, and third one is map. So let's start from the list. So lists are ordered. So order is preserve. Index access by position. You can give square bracket and then give the position. Like if I want to access the 0 indexing, so I can give the 0. If you want to allow access 2 or 3, so you can give accordingly. So duplicates allowed in case of list, used with count loop. So how you define the list? You have to give the variable and then variable name, then type will be list. If you are using data type string, so you can give the string and then you can give the default value equal, and into the square bracket you can give the values like US1A, US1B or so on. So if you want to access the indexing 0, then you have to give the var dot the variable name as 0 and you will get this value. If you want to access this one, then you have to give the var dot as in the square bracket 1, then you will get the US East 1B. So next is set. Set are unordered, no guaranteed order, no duplicate, unique value only, no index access, used with for each loop. Like you can use the variable as a port. I have given the example, and then type set number and you give the default value 80 8080. You can access via using for each loop. I will teach this in upcoming video. Next one is map. So map are basically the key value pair, as you already know. Key are always string, value must be same type, used with for each loop. I have given the example variable and we are using a tags here. Type is map string and default. env equal to prod, team equals to devops, and so on, like managed by Terraform. So you can give this kind of tags, but it should be into the curly braces. See, here is the curly braces, like this one is in square bracket. Same for the list. Next is list versus set versus map. So let's make that comparison crystal clear. So list are ordered, allow duplicate, access by index, work with count, work with for each, no. So set are no, not ordered, not allow duplicate, not allow indexes, not work with count, but work with for each. If you go with the map, it is unordered, basically allow duplicate and access by the indexes, but using by key. So it do not work with the count and work with for each. So I give the pro tip as well. For each require a set or map. If you have a list, convert it with the toSet function. Okay, next is structural types. So we have a two type, object and tuple. So name attribute with mixed type, which is object. Like a struct, each key has its own type. So I have given the example, like you can define the variable like server, and give the type object. See, object should be the open bracket, then the curly braces, and you give the name, port, and enable, and has the type string, number, bool. So you have defined the multiple data type using object. So basically it's a struct like in other languages, Python or C. So you have defined the default value, name is web, which is string, so it is in double quote. Same port is number is 80, and enable is bool, so enable is true. Next is tuple. So it has the fixed length, mixed type, sequence, position basically ordered, and length are fixed. So how you define? You have to give the tuple open bracket and then square bracket, and you define the string, number, bool. No need the variable name, like here name, port, enable. So string, number, bool. Default value web server, port number 80, and true. So that is the difference between object and tuple. These are structural type. Next is type constant. So quick one, any, skip type checking entirely. Terraform figure out the type at runtime. Sound convenient, avoid it. When you use any, you lose Terraform's ability to catch type mismatch early. You will get weird error at apply time instead of a clear message at plain time. The best practice here are some example. Always declare explicitly type in variable. Use list when order matter and you need indexes. Use set when value must be unique and want to use the for each as well. Same for the use map. If you want the key value lookups, you can use with the for each loop. Use object when attribute have different type. Avoid any, like explicit type catch error early. So do not use any if it's not required. Quick reference cheat sheet. This is your cheat sheet. Screenshot this. Primitive, string, number, and bool. Collections, list, set, map. Structure, object, and tuple. Any, just avoid it. One slide is done. That's all. 9 type. So types are simple. Use them right, and Terraform will never surprise you. See you in the next one. Thank you.